Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I just woke up. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. We're jumping into charts for Bitcoin. We're getting a bounce back, and I'll also look at Ethereum. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into Ethereum. I have a bit of a day. Intel was down 8% yesterday, getting hammered. Pocket shot up to 35 cents, triggered my alert. 35 cents, and then pull back. Interesting. Remember when yesterday I bought more Pocket and I set sell orders at 54 to buy back after it drops down. But in the long run, I want to keep as much Pocket as possible. It's one of my favorite projects going in. Let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Weekly charts, volume still growing. The last 2 weeks, a lot of volume dropped off, but it's only 3 days still 4 days left of the week, and already volume catching up. So volume coming back. Crypto Guru Bot fired a blue buy February 2023. Still a blue buy now. Hasn't flipped to a red sell. You get the Crypto Bot in the Crypto Master Course. Bitcoin Indicator Bot fired a sell at 48K and didn't refire a buy. Let's see if we see golden crosses. No. Let's go closer to the daily. Stochastic still over. Daily stochastic oversold. Volume coming in. Turning to head up. Yesterday we got a bounce back, but not much follow through. In my opinion, let's clear up some of these lines. I think we come down to this yellow trend line. Why? Because you can see that this yellow trend line will form a symmetrical triangle. This one here. So Bitcoin is starting to form in this symmetrical triangle, which builds up pressure like this, and then usually breaks out the trend, which is the trend is up. So in my opinion, this will finish this Elliott wave count. This is the second Elliott wave count we've traded since the bottom. We had an Elliott wave count down here since 16K, whoever remembers that. This is the second Elliott wave count now into the bull run. So I think we're going to get a bounce here from 4 and go to the final 5th run on this 3rd to 4th and then 4th to 5th final count before ABC correction. Now we're building up pressure in this symmetrical triangle, and I think it will play out like this. So my opinion is take a trade from this support here, opening 61,715, stop loss 60,186, and then take profit would be, let me get rid of this one. I can't seem to grab this line. How far Bitcoin corrected? 9% correction. Okay, I can't get rid of this blue line. But in my opinion, we go from 61,751 and target will be 115K, but 88K is most likely the resistance. Let's go into the 4 hourly. Going closer, 4 hourly time frame. Bitcoin is on this trend line. This trend line already finished, so we can get rid of it, clear up some lines. This channel already finished. Let's get rid of 71 is one resistance, 73 another, 77 unknown yet, but that will be a resistance. This is the correction that already happened yesterday. The day before yesterday, we had a 10% drop. So I'll take the long from here. We're on the 200 moving average, but it looks like it's about to come underneath. Opening 61,715, stop loss 60,186, take profit 115, risk to reward 35 times. Too big of a risk, I would say, make it less. Here, 60,870, stop loss 59,430, and take profit 115. Risk to reward 38 times, risking 1,400 to make 55,000 with no leverage, with 10x leverage 550,000, 100x leverage 5.5 million. That's the profit. That's the trade I'll take. So every Bitcoin risking 1,400 per Bitcoin to make $50,000 on this trade, opening at 60,870. And what I think is going to happen is Bitcoin is going to do this and break out here, in my opinion. 60,870 is where I would open the trade. I'm currently long on Bitcoin. My Bybit account 766,700, getting a bounce back. The all-time high was 920,000. I took out like $80,000 to seed invest the company. So the account should have 860. So I dropped about 100,000 from the top based off all these trades. My Bitcoin trade, $10,000 in the profits for Bitcoin. My Ethereum trade, $60,000, $6,300 in the profit, 60 Ethereum. It's quite costly to keep trades open right now. Bitcoin funding fee still 0.1, so that drop reset the funding fee. The best point would be to close these trades and open it here at where I set the target, 60,870. It's very possible I can do that right now, set trades, but if Bitcoin runs here, it will not be so nice to close out my trades. And it managed to hold during the Easter long weekend. We're getting like a holding formation here and volume starting to increase. Oversold on the 4-hourly, oversold on the daily. Not oversold on the weekly though. I do think we're going to drop here. Because why? Because we've got this M formation here. Most likely would easily drop here before getting a bounce. But we are seeming to hold. We're not dropping down right now. Many interesting candles forming here on Bitcoin as well. I would say that the drop would have been strongest on the Easter long weekend, but this is forming a rising wedge, which is also bearish. If I go closer on the hourly, this is a bearish pattern. Plays out like this. So there is a bit of danger for Bitcoin here, and then it breaks down. But I would think during the Easter long weekend, we held on quite well, that it should have dropped more. If the drop was to happen, it would have been in the Easter long weekend, which we did have a 10% drop. Now it is holding here. But it does look like to me 60,870 would be the trade open. If I close now, I'll save my Bitcoin trade will be $5,000 per Bitcoin profit. So I'll save around $20,000. I could close out my trades right now, but then the risk is that Bitcoin runs. Let's look at the total market cap. 2.4 trillion. Let's see what that tells us, and let's look at Ethereum. On the weekly, volume increasing on crypto. Bull flag, and we're in the 3rd to 4th corrective wave, and then now the 4th to 5th final impulse wave. So we have more to run. Stochastic. I'm going to close out everything on the halving. That's where I want to close everything, on the halving. Because the halving, everyone expects, remember, buy the rumor, sell the news is always my strategy. Buy the rumor and sell the news. If you've been following me for 4 years, I always say this. You can see bull flag forming here, symmetrical forming on the total market cap. So right now, not in any major danger, I would say. But it is just, keep that in mind that, yeah, I think we're in the 4th to 5th wave, but it would be great to close out. But total crypto markets is on a support now. So Bitcoin could drop, but altcoins are going to run. For topping formation, clearly volume. Would it be better to close out my Bitcoin trade here? $10,000 in the profits, or am I holding for the 4th to 5th wave? I think holding for the 4th to 5th wave going to the early wave. It's oversold on the daily, oversold on the 4-hourly, oversold on the hourly. So a lot of oversolds. We just got to get out of this small rising triangle that's forming. So I've got 10,000 profit on my Bitcoin trade, 6,000 profit on my Ethereum trade. This account 767,000. In here I'm holding Bitcoin 160,000 USD. I got more USD. Bitcoin 104,000. Ethereum 100,000. Up 2%. Doge 84,000 up 1%. Pocket 77,000 up 10%. Yesterday Pocket pumped. MCRT up 1%. Uniswap minus 1%. World up 3%. Uniswap already had the pump. World didn't have so much of a pump yet, which is quite interesting. So that's my updates in the market. That's the total market cap of all cryptos. Don't forget on Twitter, if you're following me on Twitter, I'm giving away $5,000 US. Let me pin it. $5,000 giveaway. That ends. I'm going to pick the winner in 3 days. So make sure you go onto my Twitter and go into the competition. creating an image that explains deforestation. One winner for $5,000, and you can see all the applicants. One winner will get $5,000 and some amazing images and submissions. So go and join in that $5,000 to the winner. That's over on Twitter. Don't forget, join us in Telegram. There's right now 103 of you online sharing Bitcoin charts. He's also seeing this rising wedge, everyone. Interesting, but he's seeing it reach 80K. And you can just see people talking, discussing, chatting, showing different charts, etc. That's my updates in the market. If you want to learn all of this underneath the video, go down underneath the video. One is the exchanges that I use. Bybit gives you a $30,000 bonus when you use this link. 2 is the courses. Crypto Master Course teaches you all this and you get the indicator bots. 3, join us in the Telegram. Right now, I'm going to stay in my trades until we see what happens with the halving, because I think I'm going to sell the news on the halving. So I bought the rumor, sell the news. So right now I'm not exiting because I think going into the halving is going to create some media storm in the next 2 weeks. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and a turn on the bell. I am watching this Bitcoin rising wedge forming. If it forms, then I need to get out before it breaks down to 61K and then re-enter trades there. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.